Alright. Unfortunately, I'd started already, but you didn't miss much. All we did was come up to this little thing, start that. This big guy came out along with a Scorcher. Beat them, and now we have to go to this checkpoint to bring them back. I guess they ran in fear from our
See what Hephaestus is up to.
bad mamma jamma Miss Horizon here. Search a little bit here.
How do you like me now?
Oh, I can't take this anyways. Alright, let's get this. What's up, little man?
I gotta chase after Hephaestus.
Gotta chase after Hephaestus.
Make it retreat to the core.
What did I tell you? I told you. It wouldn't happen until Mom was back, probably. Didn't I tell you that? Mm-hmm. Told you that you'd probably have more fun going and looking at your, potentially your new bed. But you didn't listen, did you?
I'm gonna reach the other side.
So that's just not gonna be cool to me, so let's go ahead.
This will break my fall.
There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there is a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there.
Get this little loot. This is. Alright, here we go. That looks very large. I'm sure I'm gonna have to fight that thing. This is just gonna be swell. Just swell. Can I tell you?
It's some kind of production chamber. Hephaestus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. But those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials
I
from.
don't know if it's just gonna be shut down.
I bet that's where Hephaestus is hiding too.
It's just a feeling. We're gonna have to fight this thing. Buddy. What are you watching? What are you watching on YouTube? Do you not like watching normal shows? Why not?
I gotta find where Hephaestus is hiding.
Because why?
Looks like there are a couple of things. Catch a ride on one of those metal carriers.
Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it.
Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to
The power node. I think that could work.
I think it could.
place is full of loot. If you're down and out, you need to replenish your moolah. This is the mission to do. Let me tell you, I am stacking shards up right now. Spikes for some of the ammo we're gonna need to fight these guys. See what I'm working with here. Or against.
Maybe there's a way over the shield. There's an opening inside the shield.
Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. Come on, Aloy. Ooh, ooh. Get that, get it! Oh yeah! What a catch!
Just a little longer. Okay. I'll drive Hephaestus out of here.
There should be a node you can override near the central platform.
Thanks.
Through
I should take these machines first.
Oh shit, there's two of them now. Nope. That's better. That's how you're supposed to destroy one of those bad boys. Easy peasy. Frame smelter. What the heck is a frame smelter? Another one there.
Cycle pipelines A2 and B63.
machines on the way. Theta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, nice, a Crimson. That's not, you know, hard machine to kill. No. Persistence when killed. Persistence when killed. Destroyed when killed. Destroyed when killed.
Activate emergency purge of pipeline. Gen 85.
Do need your horns though. Shit. Disc launchers.
Activate sensor array K2.
Stop moving, you little big ass dinosaur. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Hey, who gave you permission to do that? Nope. Damn it. Sit back, relax. Oh.
Increase power output by 74%.
Damn it. Come on. Thank you. Take all my loot here.
What, me?
Engage manufacturing cycle X97.
Ow. Okay, let's get out of Dodge here. Going up. Hey, Hoppity. Sit still for a second? Just a second. Yeah.
I got them all.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node.
Crazy good archery right there, if I do say so myself.
Thanks.
Engage structural analysis subroutine.
Where'd my other little robot go that I killed? Alright, got everything then. Again. Let's make sure I'm loaded though. Loaded all the way around.
Compile armament package X1.
Okay, here we go.
Sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, I'd better not get comfortable.
Energy containment failed. Safe for moment.
Great. Hephaestus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy, more machines keep coming. Please tell me you're getting close.
I'm working on it. I'm smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out.
Aloy, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
You could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity! I think we can do this, Aloy!
Alright. I need to drive Hephaestus out.
There should be another route to override.
Got it.
How many robots are there in this?
Announces complete 18% tech that's safe.
It's kind of cool.
Looks like it's strong against shot damage. Oh, here we go again.
Oh, that just doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back.
Prepare units C Mark 8 and reverse corrective order F6R.
Get up there!
Compile armament tracking checks 1.
Electric, alright.
This is getting quicker.
Give me that tail, baby. Yep, that's my cue to leave.
outside of it.
There. Node access restored. Now you can override it.
Good work.
You did the heavy lifting.
Extend anti-matrix stuff. Purge imminent retreat to construction bay 1.
Okay,
Construction bay.
this is
Huh?
running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
The machine Hephaestus was building. It must have finished it.
It's powered forward. Whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
Capturing repair Cauldron Tower.
Just stay with us, okay? Handling the machines.
Cauldron G.
Okay.
You
Be safe.
violation.
Alright. We got some new stuff here, so we're going to make sure we have that. Okay. Must be for outfits then. Shock and acid. Defense for all. That's pretty impressive. I'm pretty certain. Yeah, shock and acid. That needs to go on this character. Oh no. This one. nothing that does fire acid, so... Oh... Yeah, that's just gonna have to be how it is. Here we go. Let's get our butts kicked.
Will be terminated. Deploying priority unit S.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. What is this? Slaughter Spine. I think the name says it all, I'm sure. It's gonna be a slaughter. Oh, gosh. This one I'm gonna have to stretch my legs for before we fight this monster of a beast. Oh, gosh. I have a feeling this is going to be a lot harder than the last few. Let's see what we can get for loot. There's a heavy weapon right there. Okay. Nothing gold though. Part of a plasma. That's a plasma heavy weapon. This is another plasma heavy. Huh, nice. Okay. And his weakness is frost and purge damage. So this is just
Things on its legs are glowing.
destroyed and killed.
I think it's charging up.
Destroyed and killed. Destroyed and killed. Destroyed
I
and
can take out
killed.
its tail. Stop some of its attacks.
Destroyed and killed.
Finish charging. It's covered in purple.
Oh, how did I miss? We're gonna need to do some machine breaking. I'm gonna go here. We're gonna freeze this thing before we activate that.
He got plasma on me. It's gonna explode any second.
Shit. That hurts. Come on. Machine breaking time. That hurts. That hurts. Come on, don't waste this.
Charging up again.
Guy, get out of here. Come on. That fucking sucks.
Maybe purge water can dampen its attacks.
How?
There should be one more node to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus
Slaughter
back.
Spine got slaughtered. Just in case somebody gets frisky. Don't make a fatal mistake, and just a tip, after many attempts in cauldrons, if there is loot to be looted as far as heals, save those until the end of the fight, or mid-fight, and make sure that when you're done fighting, you may think that you're done fighting, but Horizon likes to throw some curveballs at you, so make sure that you grab all the healables that are able to be grabbed prior to doing what is the next step, for it may might cause you some problems. I think I got everything. Let's go grab this Hephaestus.
No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Humans retreating to the facility core.
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Laurel. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, anyway.
Where are we going? What? It said to come up this way, did it not? Oh, I guess it went to the wrong one. Sliding, not noted. Doesn't like the sliding here. Come on now. Cannon's still here, that's good. Checking surroundings. Alright.
Aloy, the bypass is done. The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. Now we better get started with the merge. It's all set. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
Done and done.
To complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
This is cool. Man, these guys that created this game just really nailed it, didn't they? You guys comment on what you guys thought of this mission. And tell me what you think about how good. Uh-oh.
Aloy, look.
Oh. Wow. We are victorious! Uh-oh. That's what I thought. Here they come.
Well, hello, redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time. Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it. Ooh!
Get behind me.
Uh-oh.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Now we're having fun, right?
No!
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her! I can't even see her!
I knew that was going to take place.
Beta. Farrell. Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay.
Let's go eat with the psychopath. Let's go have some pancakes.
What is this?
Just
Wait a
a few
minute.
favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like.
What was all this for?
I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can
What
find
did
in
Tilda
art,
bring here?
or the insight we might gain.
There's something big above us.
Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save. Not the least of which is in that vault. There's nothing wrong with savoring such treasures for a moment more. Or come upstairs and we'll get down to business. Your choice.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? With the Cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen
incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back, and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
Even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Regala and her rebels.
Even now she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the Cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
Now take everything with a grain of salt. We don't have any official confirmation about any of this stuff, and there is evidence on both sides for this to be factual as well as potentially fake. However, when looking at the images being fake, they don't seem to be. But first, if you enjoy the channel, how about taking the time to like this
You said Beta's not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
notification bell so that
Putting her to work.
you learn at any time when I drop a new
Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be, but her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel, a virtual place where we could speak in peace.
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Huh? Start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You're an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First, from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days.
Works now and makes a lot of sense. But tack button 2 interesting pieces, and I think we should go over it first. Now with Echo,
I gotta get a drink. I'll be back.
companion known as Echo, and you use your tactical button to order Echo around by tapping it, or you launch to Echo by holding the Q or tactical button of your choice. Now this is very similar to the way the crypto drone kind of works now. It makes a lot of sense. But being able to move to a little spotter, companion bird, and stuff like that, very interesting toolkit. The passive sniper Very interesting kind of combination attack there for the legend, and very unique.
You guys play Apex. There's some cool stuff coming.
Let me know, is Vantage your next legend? Are you going to be maining this character? Or is it just a wash? Drop the comments down below and let me know what your opinion is on these leaks. And obviously, if you'd like to continue this conversation, head on over to the social media links. They'll be displayed on the screen as well as in the links in the description down below. But there isn't too much more to really be said about this specific character, as we have went over it before with the character Hawk, and now we have a little bit more information that seems to be pretty accurate, and definitely seems to be at least a little interesting. But as always, guys, here's another video you can check out if you feel so inclined. Thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing.
Need faster upgrading in Awakened Chaos era? Use free rookie summon right now and get your guarantee.
What up? It's your boy NWP, and we're back at it once again with another video, and hopefully you're aware of the massive roster leak that has... What up? It's your boy NWP, and we're back at it once again with another video, and seemingly today, a massive leak here in Season 12 has popped up, almost releasing the next 9 legends that could be coming in a huge roster leak. Now take everything with a grain of salt. We don't have any official confirmation about any of this stuff, and there is evidence on both sides for this to be factual, as with this video. And let's get into the watermarked by Krell Rindo, but Krell somebody is credible. Ditch and the Thornton Smash. Now with Echo tactical button of your choice. Now this is very similar to the way the crypto drone kind of works now, and makes a lot of sense. But being able to what we thought of the ultimate legend, are you definitely seems to be elite. Stay safe. Stay. Roster leak that has popped up today. Map that's being worked on. Newcastle, who is most likely going to be the Season 13 legend and bring a very... But today we're going to be focusing directly on Newcastle, who is most likely going to be the Season 13 legend and bring a very different vibe than any of the other defenders that we currently have, being a much more in the action kind of fighter than anyone, even Gibby, may in fact reliably be. But first, guys, if you enjoy the channel, then how about taking the time to like this video, and if you're new, smash down that subscribe button with the notification bell so that you can get alerted anytime that I drop a new video. And as of right now, we're still unaware exactly who is behind these leaks, and as far as we can tell, the amount of work it would take to make all these leaks is absolutely absurd, and you would have believed that multiple people would have been working on it, and somebody at this point would have confirmed this as a fake in some way or another. As of now, we're at least functioning under the assumption that these leaks are in fact true, and today we've actually got gameplay footage of Newcastle, which shows off a lot of Newcastle's abilities, and does definitely give you a great idea of how you can use Newcastle in the upcoming season, as it doesn't in fact appear that in Season 13 Newcastle will be ready to go, as he is one of the more finalized looking legends in that roster leak. And if you were watching and paying attention at the very beginning of the video with his little intro screen there, then you can definitely say that this image right here is convincing enough that this is going to be our new legend. But as you can see, we got 3 abilities leaked to us, and the passive is the only one we don't really have any visual information to show you how it works, but dragged downed allies as you revive and protect them with your revive shield. So it does sound like we're going to be getting some type of revive shield similar to Lifeline's previous shield on her drone for her automatic revive, but with some changes allowing Newcastle to carry the character up to a new location, which is pretty cool, and hopefully means it will be full speed movement when doing so. Now obviously we also have the tactical gameplay here, which will display some very interesting information regarding how you can expect the tactical to work, as it is a controllable drone that creates a moving energy shield.
Hmm.
redirected, it does in fact move forward, again making him a much more in the action type of character than any other legend that we currently
Really?
have. Gibby's bubble is not
Wow.
going to be as effective as this will be once it's actually finished. So I'm sure
Wow.
there's a ton of people already coming up with theory crafts for how they can use this tactical ability, and clearly it is definitely going to be something that
Wow.
people will use, and I could see that actually becoming somewhat meta, if not making the meta a little bit more expanded than we've seen in a long time. With such a large roster list coming up over the next 8, 9 seasons, it isn't too far off to expect that at some point the meta will expand to be much more playable with many more characters.
But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to for information. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later that I realized that they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Pharaoh's machines were devouring the earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. It was stultifying, a pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now, finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill Liz's dream, which isn't so different from Far Zenith's original vision. A better future for humanity.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it?
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes, though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
She felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below.
Hi.
Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes.
Mommy not
Her
here.
upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and
What?
Rembrandt, it would bring
Where's
something
Leo?
else into her life. A heritage
Mommy's
every
not
bit
here.
as valuable as the
Mommy's at the
scientific
store.
and technical data being drummed into her.
But
I'm
Leo's
sorry
here.
I had to cut off contact, but
You're
I'll
right,
never
Leo.
regret sharing this house with her.
You see
She
Leo?
needed its shelter even more than I did.
There's Leo. Can I have a kiss? Mwah. Have a hug? Thank you. Hulu, kids profile, Spidey's. Hulu. What? You're welcome. Spider-Man? Chase? Or Spider? You wanna watch this? Huh? Do you wanna watch this? What happened? Or you wanna watch Chase? Chase? Yeah. There you go. Beautiful boy.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation. A passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door. bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus.
The ones working with Regala.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
Regala's only interested in killing Hekarro and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zenith?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hekarro.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle. And all without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia right out from under him.
While hundreds of Tanakh are cut down outside. So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning. A touchy subject in those days. Because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
To care about life. Not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling. First Varl, now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it. What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra projection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Sylens' army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Sylens' only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regalla's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenakth. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regalla's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring Sylens to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... We're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Xenos can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regalla's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood. Friends, my stash later. much.
I see you, champion. Sit, please. A few days ago, I came across a massive bloom of flowers east of the grove. Old Derica was out there, too. I offered to escort her back to Scalding's Spear, but she refused. She's an accomplished soldier, to be sure. But her spear isn't as sharp as it used to be, if you get my meaning.
If I'm out there, I'll keep an eye out for her.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade.
You can make yourself stand out with that.
Making good use of this.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey! Can't I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regala is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kotallo's right. We must fight.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
Cauldron.
So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regala's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do?
What, Leo?
Throw ourselves at their base?
Have I what? No. Why?
So...
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith Eric...
The Zeniths were
You can
tracking
get it,
Hephaestus.
and then
When Gaia tracked
bring it
in
here.
Gemini, they
You're
knew
gonna
we
split it with Eli.
After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well...
You want a
at least
cookie?
we didn't lose you too.
No cookie?
So what do we
Yeah.
do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta
want one?
and Gaia back. But first, we're going to stop Regala.
He's gonna eat it.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
He lost it
Word
in a
is,
fight.
Regala's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
You'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Are you ready?
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important. You look busy.
My studies are a good distraction. Especially after Cauldron Gemini. Varl, Beta, Gaia, gone. And that's just the beginning. The Zeniths want to rob us of our future too.
We won't let that happen.
Oh, and if you have a moment, there's something I could use your help with.
You mentioned there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So, as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it decades ago, A sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No. Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the legacy tells us, anyway, if we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta. Every year, my sister gets terrified when the long rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Okay. So, where in San Francisco is this facility?
That's the thing. The data doesn't say where, exactly. But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. He might know. Would you come with me? I have a feeling that wherever this facility is, well, you're much better at fighting machines than I am.
Of course. I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
Thank you, Aloy.
I should get going. Be ready to go on my signal, okay?
I won't let you down.
I know. And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall. We'll find the data you're after.
I appreciate it.
I thought you were gonna go fight some Tanakh.
I wanted to check in with you first.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm just, picking up the pieces like everyone else. I'll be there when you need me.
I never doubted that.
Oh. Good. I'm glad you're back.
So am I. Do you think Zoe will be okay?
I don't think anyone's ever okay after losing the one they love. I can't tell you she's handling it better than I ever did. That keeps the rest of us level-headed.
Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said. Anyways.
You want what?
You're more than welcome to have some.
I don't have one.
Maybe another time.
Did you like your cookie? Yeah. You're done with it? Good. Go watch Spidey or Chase. Go
Anything
watch Chase.
happen I should know about?
Zoe asked us to help her
Leo?
bring more plants in here. Not for eating, apparently.
Leo!
Yeah, if you ask me, the place is fine as it is. Metal might be plain, but it's sturdy. Nothing wrong with that. Who needs a bunch of vegetation?
Turn on Spidey in the living room instead of Chase.
I need to get going.
You better get there before Catalo tries to take on Regala's entire army by himself. Do me a favor. Don't go disappearing on us again.
I'll do my best.
Leo's turning Spidey on. Oh, he wants Chase on. Never mind. Okay, I thought you wanted Spidey on. You want Chase? Okay, he's turning. Go watch. He'll turn it on. He's got Chase on. You're okay. Thank you, buddy.
This Didn't think you'd be back so soon.
I should get going.
Be careful.
And I'll let you...
Thank you, and...
Well, now I know where metal flowers come from. A last-ditch effort to stop the Pharaoh plague. Somebody must have started distributing them after it took refuge in the greenhouse. My fingers feel stiff in this cold.
Over here, Aloy. We would come out here to tend to the garden. Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. So when we returned from Gemini, it seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plainsong and... further east, to the Nora sacred lands.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Vala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Vala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds. As verdant limbs wither, roots rot in snow, still the sea rises, as certain as stone. From death follows new life. So it is with the land. And so it is with us. I'm with child, Aloy. I was going to tell him when he got back from Gemini. Instead, one day, I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms and watch the sunrise.
I never got to tell him. To thank him. For saving my life, sure, but also... for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
Goodbye, Varl. I promise to look after them. I'll try to visit again when I can. But for now, I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new override on my spear. Then I'll use it on a sunwing, and get ready for an entrance Regala will never forget.
I think I'm gonna ride a sunwing.